Hey there LEGO fans, welcome back, Alex here. In this video we will be building the new McLaren F1 team race car. This is set number 42141, contains 1,432 pieces and retails for $180 US. Now I was very excited when this thing was announced because to me it looked like it was very similar in style and size to the other race cars that we got many years ago, starting in 2000 with the Silver Champion. We also got the Williams F1 team race car in 2002, and then in 2006 we got the Ferrari F1 team race car, and then nothing for a very, very long time until now. 16 years later, we get the McLaren F1 team race car. Now, I thought McLaren was an interesting choice. I would have thought that the LEGO group would have gone with a more winning team. Not to say McLaren doesn't win. They definitely have an awesome history in the sport, but right now it seems to be dominated by Red Bull and Mercedes-Benz. And also with the McLaren, it's an interesting livery with the orange and blue. And looking at it, I'm a little nervous that there are a lot of stickers. These other sets, these other F1 race cars also had a lot of stickers, so I don't think that's going to change with this one. So I'm not sure I'm going to apply them. I guess we'll have to figure it out when I start building that. But anyway, I'm very excited about this. As you guys may or may not know, Josh and I are huge F1 fans. We've been watching it very consistently for the last 12 years or so, and we love the McLaren team. We love their drivers, Lando Norris and Danny Rick, and we hope that they have an awesome year. Regardless, we have this race car here. Let's go ahead and do a time-lapse build, a review and comparison with the other cars as well, and see how it looks lined up next to the other cars mounted on the wall. So let's go ahead and get started. And we are back, and here is the McLaren F1 team race car. Pretty cool looking car, generally speaking, right?
Yeah.
But as I understand it, Josh here has some strong opinions, both good and bad about it, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. First off, I think it's going to be pretty obvious to you guys that we did not apply the stickers. And a few reasons I did not do that is because, first of all, there's so many stickers. Josh, 3 sticker sheets. I don't think I've seen any LEGO set with that many stickers. That was insane. All right, so that was the first reason. The second reason is, well, we have the Ferrari here alongside the McLaren, and this is from 2006. And the stickers, I'm just so fearful they're going to flake. So look at the front nose of this F1 car, the Ferrari, and the stickers are looking pretty shabby. So I'm afraid over time they just will look like junk. And also, my third reason is because a lot of these sponsors on these stickers, because they have to be true to the sponsors on the current car, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, if you look at the Williams team race car, which is from 2002, well, there's some companies that haven't existed in many, many years on that. So I don't want to have stickers of sponsors or companies that have been obsolete, especially ones that have destroyed themselves in shame. So anyway, that's the other reason. So anyway, those are the stickers. But let's talk about these wheels. That is something I do not like about the new McLaren car. Look at those things. It's It's a Formula One car. Shouldn't it have
slicks?
Yes, exactly. I mean, these were true to the era. They actually did have these lines.
Yeah, they had these lines on the slicks.
And in the new turbo hybrid era, which we're in right now,
they're just flat.
They're slicks.
Yeah.
What are these? These are what would you what category would you put those in, Josh?
Full wets.
Full wets, not even intermediates. Full wets. There you go. You know, you made a point about the stickers.
Yeah, because they're blue. Yeah. That's the color of the
I don't know. Is that on purpose, I wonder? Did they put blue stickers knowing that, hey, these look like full wets, we should put the blues on there?
Or do they match the color scheme, like with the wing?
I think that's what they went
for.
Yeah, honestly. So full wets, and honestly, these things are so thin in comparison to their predecessors. Look how much thicker these things are. And you know what's funny? I actually did remove the wheels of these, and I put them on there, and it actually looked a lot better.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what the heck, man. I think. Oh, and also it's so funny when we were when I was building it. Josh comes in and he takes the wheels from this from McLaren. He puts them on his Raptor, and he brings the Raptor, and it looked good.
Yeah, it looks
so
good.
Whoever's assigning the wheels there at the Lego group, what you guys need to do is take the wheels you had on these Technic cars from years ago, put them on the new McLaren, and take these wheels and put them on things like the Raptor, because it looks so much better. I mean. Honestly, though, it doesn't turn. The turning radius is terrible. These do not fit on there. The rim scrapes, and it definitely rubs on the Raptor. So that was one thing. Okay, so the wheels are terrible. Let's see. One thing I don't like about this thing, with the other three race cars, their F1 cars, there's easy access to the engine. You can flip them up and look inside and see that glorious V10 engine. With this thing, now, of course, this is a totally different era of Formula One, right? So, Josh, what type of engines are these things?
A 1.6 liter V6.
Yep, a 1.6 liter
turbocharged
V6. Yep, turbocharged. And of course, it is hybrid, so it does have a battery power in it.
Yeah.
A pretty powerful one at that. But it's just still a V6, which is kind of weird. But anyway, but you can't see it, but you can because they left this hole in the barge board, basically. So when you drive it along, you can see the pistons move up and down. I don't like that. I would rather have that covered and have some sort of way to access the engine underneath like they did with their predecessors. Even the Ferrari here has this panel thing that pops off so you can actually see the engine inside. It even has the nose pop off too, and the rear, I think. So anyway.
I don't know. It's pretty clever how they did that. I think it's just because people want to like, oh, look, they're moving.
Sure, it's
like
the playability factor.
Yeah,
I get that. I
get
that.
I still think it should be covered up, like you said.
Okay, so we're in agreement on that. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. What about the rear wing? Because you have the DRS, right? What do you think about that? Does that look? I don't know. I don't really care for it. I think it could have been better instead of using the Technic beams.
It's just disappointing, pretty much. But
really,
yeah, just you can't even tell what this is. So
yeah, well, what is the DRS, Josh?
Drag reduction system.
There you go. I was trying to catch him, but yeah, he knows. Josh knows Formula One better than I do, actually, at this point. Now, I do like the rear of the car. I think that it looks really good with the diffusers on the back of it, and it has the red light, which is not a brake light in Formula One. If you see that flashing, it's harvesting energy. Just kind of warns other drivers of what's going on. So they're not brake lights. The aerodynamics of it, I will say, it looks fantastic in the front and back. We also talked about, when we already talked about the rear of the front. I don't know. I do like that there's actually panels here instead of just the Technic beams or axles. I think that's a definitely huge improvement. I love how you have these, and I don't know what the name of these things is, Josh. Is it like a diffuser for the front? There's probably a good word for it. But I love the aerodynamic pieces there just behind the front wheels. I think that looks really, really cool. But, you guys, one thing that this thing does not have is a gearbox. And I don't know, for $180, maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Yeah. But I think underneath it, when you look underneath the car, I think there's some room in there. They could have done something. Yeah. But it is just like the other ones that its predecessors were in that regard. But you know what, though? Also, you don't see, because it has push rod suspension, right? So you push the front down, you can push the back down. Not a lot of give with the suspension with this thing. Not a lot at all. A little bit more in the front, I think.
Well, it's an F1 car. It has no clearance.
I know. But if you're going to put push rod suspension in a Lego set, you want to play with it, right? Kind of like your Raptor. It's cool.
Yeah.
So, but let's see. What was my point with that? Oh, yeah. With these ones, its predecessors, you can definitely see the whole suspension.
Yeah.
The push rod suspension working all the front and the back. So that was, I don't know if people may like that or dislike it. I don't know. What else? Let's see. Oh, not much of a steering radius with this thing.
No.
With the wheels. Does not, barely turns at all. And,
Yeah.
and that's, you know, that's how a Formula One car should work. But I feel like it should have had a little bit more give.
Yeah.
You can remove some elements underneath it to give it some more turn. But a bit more radius anyway, but it might actually catch on this element right here above it.
Obviously, compare this to this, and just look at how many gaps there are in this one, and compare it to this. They did a lot better job covering up the whole entire body.
I agree.
For sure.
You got that right, buddy. Yeah, you can see right through these things. Huh?
Yeah.
One thing I just remembered was a big improvement with the McLaren over its predecessors was that how the wheels are mounted. So the wheels on this Ferrari just have a single axle going through, right? And that is it. This has 3 pins that are stuck into it, so it's very stable. I mean, most Technic or larger Lego vehicles are made that way. That's just how it is. So that is one thing that is so much better over these older cars. But definitely the same scale when you line them all up. It looks really good. It's definitely more modern. That's very obvious when you look at it. I mean, there's a 16-year gap between the Ferrari and this McLaren. So yeah, really good looking set. So let's go ahead and take it downstairs, and we'll get it mounted on the wall and see how it looks there. Anything else, Josh, that I'm missing?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, looking forward to an awesome Formula One season, and really happy with this car. Let's go ahead and take it downstairs and line it up. So here we are in the basement looking to put the McLaren just underneath the Ferrari here. Running out of space on this wall. I didn't think they'd ever come out with another one of these 1/8 scale F1 cars, but here we are. I think I might need to actually just raise these up on the wall a bit higher, but that would mean putting more holes in my sheetrock, and I don't think Mindy's going to be too keen on that. But here's what we're trying to accomplish here is this hook right here. Some Lego elements involved, as well as some hardware. In fact, let me show you over here what we'll need in order to do that. So here is my drill with a bit to kind of get the hole in the sheetrock going. And then we'll need these 3 Lego elements right here. And then we have a wall anchor and our screw. The McLaren's center of gravity is right around this area right here, which means we'll take the mounting piece right here, and it'll end up going into this element right there. And that's where it will hold on to it. And just a single spot right there is all we're going to need. Now, the other element here is a spacer, right? So this might be too big for it. It might push it too far away from the wall, so it's too much of an angle. So what we'll do is we'll use this first to kind of see what it looks like. And if it's too far out, we'll find one that's half this size, and that should work a little bit better. So good news, we actually hit a stud right here, so we do not need a wall anchor. I went out to my garage, I got a longer screw to make sure that we can connect to that stud nice and secure. All right, we're nice and secure. We're gonna put that Technic axle in right there, so we're ready to go. Let's get the F1 car here and kind of spot where the center of gravity is. I think, see if I can do this, kind of eyeball it. All right, here we go. Multitasking, guys. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, all right, looks good, looks good. But you know what? Yeah, look at this. I think it's too far off from the wall on the right side of the car, because these other ones, like the Ferrari, you see how it's actually touching the wall just a little bit. But the McLaren, there's a pretty good gap right there. So I do think we need to remove that element and shorten it. Okay, so I got a shorter one. And that should work a little bit better for what we're trying to accomplish here. Let's go ahead and screw that in. All right. Let's see if we can get this done again here. Eyeball it right about there. I'm gonna have to push it in a little bit more. Make sure it hooks onto that element. Oh boy. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I think I got it. There we go. All right, guys, let's see if that looks better. Yeah, oh yeah. That actually looks better than the other cars, honestly. Maybe I should give them the same spacer, huh? All right, let's back up and see how this looks. McLaren, Ferrari, Williams, and Silver Champion, which I think looks like the Mercedes-Benz, current era Mercedes-Benz. Williams looks definitely very different nowadays, but all right, I like this. It looks really good. 4 of these things, they look so good. I like it. Man, okay, let's hope they come out with yet another one. What team should be next, right? I would love to see either the Red Bull or the Mercedes-Benz. Would be kind of fun. But yeah, thanks you guys for checking this thing out. And let me know what you guys think of the new McLaren F1 race car. And if you think it is an improvement over the predecessors of days past, I got to say, oh, also one more thing. I didn't weigh them, but when I was hefting them together, bringing them downstairs, these other cars are a lot heavier. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but it's noticeably heavier than the McLaren for what it's worth. Interesting, right? Anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Got a lot of fun stuff I got to show you guys, so I got to get back to work. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.